Alright, so we back at it again. My name is Kaylin. My Instagram is @_in_the_foreign. You feel me? Follow me on Instagram, cause I'm gonna come up with this life stuff. I'm not gonna use no curse words cause I'm trying to keep it professional. You feel me? But yeah.
Francis, Chaz code TCHESCO_001. Columbus State, business major, YouTuber, vlogger, traveler of the world, culturally active, different, whatever. Entrepreneur.
Yeah, entrepreneur. And to touch on that, he got into all his stuff he's interested in, but I'm interested in the stock market. I really love the stock market. I love reading different books to improve my intellect because I feel like your wisdom is the most important thing.
That's a fact.
I like networking with good people. I love having fun. I love clubbing, and I'm a future billionaire. You feel me? Like you about to get these billions, bro. Man, we just trying to have fun and really live once. So that's all we here for. So, what's the topic, Francis? Tell me what we talking about today.
So, about college, right? And I guess the biggest reason why we brought this topic because me and Kaylin are both in college currently, right? And as young people, young adult, evolving in life, we're just trying to figure it out like everybody else, right? So we've decided to make a video about college, and for those of you who want to go to college one day, and we have some key points. So first should be why you're in college. I guess you want me to start, you want to go?
Let me start.
All right.
So I'm personally in college, honestly, to just get an education. I know you could get an education anywhere else, like online, but I just feel like college holds me accountable to actually learn the information and actually be disciplined and stick to a schedule, So college is for me to just grow my mind, grow my intellect, so one day I could start my own business. Of course, anybody could take different avenues of starting a business, but me personally, I'm just obsessed with gaining information. So that's why I'm in college, and also to network. And another reason too is just none of my family members graduated from college, so for me, it would be very important to me individually to graduate college because it'll set the foundation for not only my kids, but also my nieces and nephews that don't have a representation of that. So I try my best to just do it for my mom because my mom doesn't have any kids that graduated. So that's why I'm in college personally.
So whatever you grew up around, I'm not saying it's true, but most likely you're gonna be like those individuals, right? And for me, the biggest thing is like I've seen success in my family in a way, and like those of us that were successful had a college degree.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which once again, it's not always like that, but it's most likely is gonna happen like that.
Yeah.
So personally, my granddad went to college, my aunt went to college, and a few more of my family members went to college, and now they're self-employed. Yeah. So it's a bit about that, and I guess the biggest reason to why I'm in college is just because I want to be successful, right? Like I feel like college gives you that third eye. You know what I mean? Like, of course, if you know what you want, you could just get out there and start learning. But I feel like college, there's people that spend countless hours learning about this stuff. You know what I mean? The professors, the institutions, like they put time, effort, sweat, resources, everything there to teach you. So why not? If you're able to, why not? You know what I'm saying? It's about, just get out there, learn as much as possible, and somewhere down the line, you're going to utilize it.
Yeah, I agree. So, that's pretty much why we going to college, but we got another question or topic. It says, do you think college is beneficial?
I'm going to take that first.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, yes and no. Most likely, it just depends on which one Yes, college is beneficial. Why? Because a college degree now could get you a job 20 years from now. And that's just factual information. Like, you can graduate now, and if you have a college degree, you're probably still going to be more likely to get a job than somebody who just, you know what I mean, has a high school degree or a GED, whatever. You know what I mean? So college is substantially more valuable. Though, you know what I mean, if you know what you're doing, if you're an entrepreneur, you know what I mean, you have the mindset of just getting out there and doing it, you can make it like that. But college is, what's the term? It's like a something. It's not guaranteed, but you know,
A
it's
safety net.
a safety. Thank you. It's safer for you to go to college, so therefore it's beneficial from my point of view. What about you?
I just think it depends on. Honestly, I'm not gonna sit here and be biased and be like, I think it's beneficial because this, that, and the fourth. But
I think it's beneficial. Right.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think it's beneficial. I ain't gonna beat you. I think it's beneficial just because just the people you get to, not only the information that you get, but the people that you get to meet. Like, if it wasn't for college, me and Francis would not be here right
That's
now.
a fact.
We would not be right here networking,
Right.
talking. Like, he's a friend that I could see myself. Like, if I get kids in the future,
Right.
hey, go to Uncle Francis' house
That's a
or
fact.
go to Uncle Kaylin's house. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's really important to establish relationships. And I feel like that's why a lot of people, like, even people that are wealthy send their kids to college for that reason and alone. Because they're like, oh, yeah, go ahead and meet the Obamas or go ahead and meet this, that, and the fourth. You know what I'm saying?
Fact, Mark Zuckerberg and his friends met in college, and Facebook is like, what, top 10
Yeah.
company in the world?
Yeah, exactly.
You
So
know what I mean? So,
it's not all about the education. Of course, education is the main part of it, but it's also another facet of it, which is networking too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love college. Like, I get to, I know some guys out there watching, bro, but y'all get to meet these bad females, get to talk to the code females that be around college campus, get to do your thing. You feel me? So, and that's what it's about. And the same for y'all females. Y'all get to meet different dudes, see what y'all like, see what y'all don't like. You know what I'm saying? I feel like college is just like, it helps you develop and see the real world and stuff. So I think it's very, very beneficial, to be honest with you.
yeah, and from that, I guess a lit up question, a big or a small institution to start. Let's say you're fresh out of high school, or, you know, you've been married, you never went to college or whatever the case might be, and you want to go back to school, or do you think you go like a bigger university like the OSU's, the Michigan State, or like us, you know, we started small at a community college, or we feel like it just depends on the person, honestly.
I honestly think, me personally, I wasn't going to put myself in debt to go to college. Like it's a difference between debt and massive debt. Because right now, if you go to a community college, you figure like you'll probably spend, how much you think a semester? Probably like six to 8,000.
Right.
Probably less than that, honestly. Probably around in that range.
Yeah, because the majority of it is being paid. I take 12 credit, so a class is worth like $600. So hypothetically speaking, 4 times 6, 24, 2,400. But I'm getting like, you know, FAFSA's helping me out.
Yeah.
So I have debt, but it's not like compared to if I was going to
Ohio
OSU, for
State,
example. You know what I mean? Like, they're having tremendous debt.
Debt, like tremendous debt.
You know what I mean?
And,
Like, they're
that's
having
one thing
big
you
debt.
can't get rid of. So before you think about just jumping into
Like a bigger university. Right.
think about that. But of course, I'm not going to sit there and say that too, because you can make the money through college. Like, who says you can't make it in the stock market in college?
Right.
Who says you can't start a YouTube and pay it off before you get before you get out of college? So it's just all about your mentality, I feel like. But for my path was go to community college, and next couple of years I'm gonna transfer to either Cincinnati or Ohio State. That's just my path. But I think it just depends on your situation, to be honest with you. Like, it just depends on your situation. You have the money that you feel like you could go to a 4-year university.
Yeah.
Or you
If
gotta
daddy's gonna pay for it, man, go to OSU.
Yeah, your
You know
daddy,
what I'm saying?
daddy got them ends.
Daddy got the bread.
man,
Go to
'cause
OSU,
you feel
enjoy it, go to the big games. But me personally, I'm paying for my own school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think bro's the same way. Why? Because, you know what I mean? We didn't really have it like that. But that's what we're here to learn and, you know, take you guys in the process of it.
Yeah, show you the process.
And starting small is big, the class size, man. Like, if you struggle with homeworks and stuff, going to a smaller college gives you that one-on-one time more likely than going to like a bigger university. Why? Because there's like 100 kids out there. Compared to our classrooms, there are a maximum of 30 kids. You know what I mean? So the professor has a better chance of talking to you individually than compared to 100 kids at OSU. You know what I mean? So once again, take everything in perspective. Once again, it just works for me. If you think OSU or a bigger university is best for you, go ahead.
And another thing too is like I want y'all to just drop y'all comments under here too, just so we could get some perspective on how y'all feel about college, what you think about it, is it beneficial or not? Because we're in an era where sometimes a college degree don't matter. You can get rich off of just doing YouTube or
Right.
doing anything passively or making an e-commerce.
Right,
store.
but how are you gonna market it? Like, you can have the ideas, right? But like the tools, then you know what I mean? Like, how do you market? How do you write a paper? How do you present your, I don't know, your resume to an employer or to, you know what I mean? Those are skill sets that you learn in a college classroom. Most likely, you're gonna learn it. You could sit at home and watch people or do videos on YouTube like we're doing, but hands-on is the best learning.
Yeah.
Like if you have hands-on on something, you're always gonna learn, or you know what I mean. So next segment question: how do you utilize your time in college? Work-life balance, I guess that could work too. Right?
It's rough.
Yeah.
It's rough. You really gotta be disciplined, like, cause you got a lot of assignments. You gotta go to work. It's really tough. So you really gotta be disciplined. You really gotta sacrifice some of the stuff that when you're 19 or 21, that a typical 19 to 21-year-old would do. Like normally I would be out here partying and everything, but it's some stuff I have to sacrifice. Don't get me wrong, I still party, I still kick it, but not as much as I would if I wasn't working or I didn't have to balance it, you know?
Yeah, and also like you become more mature.
Yeah.
The one thing I learned from going straight from high school to college, like in high school, I didn't do homework, man. What is homework? Literally, like, what is homework in high school? Right? Why? Because most likely I have my work done in school. So after school, I'll either go to a friend's house, have practice, go home and rest. College is completely different. College, you have to have a schedule.
Yeah.
You have to sit and read and do examples.
Yeah.
If you don't do it, the professor is not gonna go over it, man. They're not gonna sit with you after class.
There's no sympathy in
Right.
college. It's not like high school.
Like you're a grown man, you're a grown woman.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Use the time, sacrifice your time. You know what I mean? It's always gonna pay out.
Yeah.
So have a schedule. Like, you know, I work, but I have time set aside, most likely, you know, on weekends. You know, I'll take like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours max. You know what I mean? Sit down, learn, watch videos, watch examples, and that's how you work.
And for those in high school, because I wish I would have told myself in this high school, save your money so that when you get to college, you can invest in or start a business or something while you go to college that you don't even have to work a job or
Right.
anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you're good. You don't have to work. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you save money so if you move out, that you can pay your bills without having to stress about working a job. So you could just focus on your
And
education.
which brings us to our next segment, like utilize your time. Utilize whatever skills you're getting in college. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to college for businesses, why not use those business skills?
Yeah, to start a business.
Like we're doing right
Yeah,
now.
why
You
not
know what I
start a
mean? Like,
business?
why don't you use it? Because you're learning it, of course, right? So why not put it, you know, in actions? So whatever you're into, use. And I guess we can close with: is college necessary to be successful? You want to close with that?
Yeah, let's start. So is college necessary to be successful? The answer to the question, no. It's not necessary, but I do think it is important. It's a difference. So I just feel like one of the biggest questions people would try to use is like, oh, why, this is a hot topic too. Why would you listen to a professor or why would you listen to them? They never even started a business or they never even did that type of stuff. But why can't you do it? Just because they ain't started a business don't mean you can't do it. They obviously know the information. They obviously know what they're talking about. So why not learn from them the different aspects of whatever subject you're learning about and use that information? Like, for example, I got an accounting teacher that's probably not even a millionaire. But who says I can't learn stuff about accounting and hire that same teacher to work for me? You know what I'm saying? It's just all about perspective. Like, you could go into college thinking like, oh, I'm gonna go to college to get an education, and I just want to see like who my future employees are going to be. Like,
Right.
how do they act? Like, how do they maneuver? You know what I'm saying?
Network, keyword. You know, learn how to network. Of course, you know, I don't think college is necessary, but like out of 100%, I will just, once again, I might be biased here, but 65 is going to be college, or 65 is going to be some type of higher education. You know what I mean? Where you're getting it from a bigger institution, a bigger person, not just yourself. And I mean, you can have the knowledge. Once again, small example, LeBron is LeBron James, but LeBron had to be sharpened. You know what I mean? He had to put the time and effort and practice. He had to spend $1 million in his body to be LeBron James today.
Okay, I get you.
You know what I'm saying? Like LeBron is LeBron, but without those institutions, quote unquote, LeBron would have never played 20 years in the league.
That's a good point. That's a good
You know
point.
what I'm saying? So once again, it's like that. Like you might have an amazing idea. You might be a natural leader. You might be a natural entrepreneur. You might be a natural talker.
Yeah.
Right? But you're gonna have to learn the way society works. And the biggest way to learn is to go to a bigger institution, college slash.
Yeah.
So it's not necessary, but it's always helpful. Like there's no
always
downside to
helpful.
going to college.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a downside of going to college?
No, it's all about your perspective. Think big. Stop thinking
Yeah.
small. Like college
Think
is
outside the
nothing.
box.
What is 100,000?
Right.
When you can make 100 million or 100 billion, think big, think
And,
large. Stop thinking.
Like,
it's
most of the
nothing.
time, if you're young, especially for those of you who are young, man, don't just think like, man, I gotta get out and start working. No, just think about college. Probably only gonna take what, like 4 or 5 years of your life.
Yeah.
And if you're fresh out of high school, I mean, imagine you're what, 19, 18, 19.
Yeah.
In 5
Right,
years,
18, yeah.
you're what, 24, 25?
18. Typically, they try to graduate like 22.
Yeah, but like it's not.
23.
Yeah, like most likely you're not gonna go 2 years or 4 years. You might take an extra year, a gap year. So, like hypothetically speaking, you're done in college at 25, bro.
Yeah.
You're still in your 20s.
Yeah. Still in your 20s.
You know what I mean? Like most people don't start making money until like they hit 30s, or you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
you get a college degree in your 20s. You have plenty of time to work.
Plenty of time.
You got plenty of time to travel,
Plenty
to
of time.
explore, to go to parties, whatever
Yeah.
you're into.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you want to start it early, cool. But just imagine what else you could have accomplished. You know what I'm saying?
And y'all know that maybe trying to be lit, turn up, have fun, get this money, and just be positive
And be rich.
and help other people. But in order to get rich, we gotta help other people. So we just trying to help y'all improve yourselves and just give y'all something to think about every week. So we're gonna keep flooding y'all with content. We're gonna keep going crazy for y'all. And yeah, so
Yeah, once again, you know what I'm saying? Young entrepreneurs, we're in college, figuring our life out.
yeah.
I'm Francis. Once again, Instagram is Chesco, TCHESCO_001.
And my name is Kaylin Harris. Underscore in a foreign. You feel me? Because I'm going to be driving that foreign pretty soon.
That's a fact.
And big up Jamaica. Shout out my family in Jamaica. And I know my dog got family in Belgium, so big up Belgium, you feel me? So
I'll be in Belgium in a few weeks, so don't worry about it.
I'm trying to come to Jamaica soon, so we going to see what the vibes is. But y'all keep being blessed. Y'all keep staying hungry.
That's a fact.
Be grateful for life. And y'all keep being great, man. You feel me? Just enjoy the journey because it's love and happiness in the journey.
That's
So
a fact, man. God is good. Remember that.
yeah.
Keep doing your thing. We out.
Peace.